What's good, YouTube? It's the Casual Gamer here, also known as J Bad Streams on TTV. Y'all see it right there. Make sure y'all hit the follow button and also make sure y'all follow my squad. We all just got affiliated recently on Twitch, so we've been going up, playing a lot of rematch, and we will be on 2K when 2K season comes around. But today's video, we are going to talk about what we want to see from rematch in season 1. Alright, first things first, let's get this one out the way because this is the most important thing for me in my playing experience and a lot of people that I've talked to's playing experiences. We need ranked mode for 3-on-3 and 4-on-4. Along with the 5v5, we need those also. I know I've heard the rumblings about how they're going to have tournaments and stuff, but even with that, I think it's still right to have a ranked mode for 3-on-3 and 4-on-4. Some people may disagree with this, but let me tell you why I feel this way. 5v5 ranked mode is getting to a point where you can't really have an enjoyable experience or a successful gaming experience unless you have at least 2 people with you. Trying to play 5-on-5 ranked at this point with a party of less than 3, you're pretty much gambling. Honestly, playing with 3 people is even pushing it. The chances of you getting 2 competent teammates who know how to play the game, who know how to pass at the right spots and not just out there playing for themselves, trying to strike everything, the chances are slim. And I can't really speak for the higher levels. Like I said, I play with plats, I play with diamonds, but I don't know how they balance the teams, honestly. But even if it gets better once you get like a higher level, once you start playing with platinums, diamonds, and elites, you're more likely to get better teammates who know what they're doing. I don't even know if this is true. If you are up there in those top 3 tiers, let me know if that's even true, because some games, some people just get carried up there, and once they try to play by themselves, you realize that they're trash. But let me tell you what this does. It makes people in the lower divisions, people who are starting in bronze, silver, and gold mainly, it makes it harder for them to level up. And it's not necessarily their fault. If you're playing in the lower divisions, you're more likely to get bad teammate. And you could be playing great, you could be playing the right way. If you lose SR, and there's really nothing you could do about it. So yeah, I feel like they need this for those people who don't always have a squad. Like usually I'm gonna have a squad of 3 at least, and it'd be hard for us to even find those last 2 people sometimes. Usually we have it now because we've been streaming for a while and we've just picked up people. But for those people who just play the game, this game isn't that big. So people with friends who they usually play games with, their friends might not be on this game, but they still want to play ranked. They shouldn't be forced to get stuck in that cycle, and all you guys know that cycle. If you play any game like Call of Duty or any game with the ranked mode where you're trying to play by yourself with random teammates, you're basically doing a slot machine. You're gonna be going up and down pretty much the whole time, because just the chances of you getting good teammates multiple times in a row, good random teammates, is just so slim. So unless you get picked up or you're able to put together your own team, you're just gonna stay in that cycle. And I know there's a lot of you guys out there in that cycle. Trust me, it's not you. It's just the game has hit that point where a lot of the lower level players are just still stuck in bronze, silver, and gold. And you got some good people mixed in there, but they're playing with these lower level players who just aren't competent teammates. It is what it is. On top of that, you're also dealing with Smurf accounts at this point too. So you're playing against people who aren't even really bronzes, who aren't really silvers, who aren't really golds, who are just on their second account. Sometimes that could be squads, which also makes it difficult. So I say all that to say this: if you guys add a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4 rank, those people who play by themselves, it's easier for them to find 2 players that they like playing with multiple times than finding a squad of 4 every time they get on. They need to find 4 people to play with to have a decent gaming experience. But if you have, for example, a ranked 3-on-3 mode, that solo player, let him get on and just have to find 2 teammates instead of having to find 4. Now, if he finds 2 teammates, that's 2 people. That's a whole squad of 3 right there. They could play 3-on-3 as a squad, or they could find one more person, go play 4s, or they could just keep playing 3-on-3 and slowly build a squad over time, and now they could play 5-on-5. That's how you grow your game. But the way they have it set up now, you're kind of just leaving your solo players out to dry in a way, because they have no real way to have an enjoyable ranked experience playing solo. And trust me, it is hard to find a team on this game, especially because the lack of cross-platform is kind of holding us back, which is going to be the next thing that we talk about after this. But let me wrap this up real quick. Between not having cross-platform yet on Rematch and only having 5-on-5 ranked, I'm really speaking up for all my solo queue players out there, because I've been you guys on other games. I know the struggle right now. We need Rematch by September Season 1. We need them to have either cross-platform or we need them to add ranked for other modes. We need at least one of them. Honestly, we need both of them if they want to be a game that's taken seriously in the future. If they do one of these two things by season 1, you're going to see growth. Rematch is doing well right now, but the game could be bigger. Not having cross-platform, they are really shooting themselves in the foot. Let me just tie this all together real quick. Most of these solo queue players, I know this because I stream a lot and I have people constantly coming in to check on stream, and we try to play with our viewers, but we can't play with our viewers because they're not on the same console as us. We had to have one of my best friends get a Game Pass for PC pretty much just to play with us on Xbox because we can't cross-plat. Now think about everybody who's not going to do all that, who's just not playing the game because they have no friends to play with on that console because you guys don't have cross-platform. Rematch devs, you guys are losing out on players and growth every day. You guys do not have cross-plat. I don't know if you guys are waiting until season 1 at this point. I don't think you guys can afford to because this game has a very small community. It's a fun game, and those who know, but the game just isn't growing at the rate that it should be growing because you guys don't have cross-plat. Simple mathematics will tell you that that is doing your game a disservice. I play Rematch pretty much every night, at least 5 out of 7 days a week. Bro, every day I hear from somebody, a random or somebody in my party, one of my friends, somebody is going to mention, why do they not have cross-plat yet? This is the real problem here. Yes, I want ranked for other modes, but I doubt that they're going to do that because I think they have other plans. It would just be nice because while we don't have cross-plat, give solo queue players a chance to at least to play ranked, to play a competitive mode without having to go play 5-on-5 and rely on finding 4 teammates. It's just not realistic. I've been there on Call of Duty before. I know what that is. You just get stuck in that cycle of winning 1 and losing 1, or winning 2 and losing 1, or winning 1 and losing 2 pretty much. Until you just finally go find a team. But that's the problem with Rematch 2. On Call of Duty, it's such a popular game, I can make a group post and I could be partied up with 5 other people within like 5 minutes. Rematch, group posts are dead on Xbox, you guys. And I don't even think PlayStation has group post. It's even hard to find players inside the Discord for Rematch because this all comes back again to not having cross-platform. It's just stopping a lot. So yeah, that's the main thing that I want to see by season 1 is cross-platform or rank mode for 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. Like those are the 2 main things. I'll talk about some little things I want to see from Rematch next, but those 2 things, Rematch devs, if you guys are listening to this, we need cross-platform or we need ranked mode in 3-on-3 and 4-on-4. We need options at least. If you guys can't get the cross-plat right yet, you have to give your players who are solo or duo queue a chance to play competitive. Because if we're being honest, playing pubs gets boring to me, and I know a lot of people are like that too, especially once you feel yourself get to a certain level at a game. You don't want to just spend your whole time playing pubs all day. And I've been speaking a lot for the solo queues, but I'm really speaking for myself too because I shouldn't have to wait till this evening to get on Rematch when all my teammates are able to get on. I should be able to hop on right now and play a quick game of ranked, but I don't want to do that because I'm going to be risking my division, or I'm going to be risking my rank pretty much because I don't know what type of teammates I'm going to get. I'm most likely going to get bad teammates, and that's just what it is, bro. You're not going to get 4 teammates when you're going into ranked 5v5 solo queue. The chances of you getting 4 competent teammates is just so low. So right now, I just can't play Rematch. I would have way more hours on Rematch if I had more options. Maybe if I had a cross-plat where I could play with other people, or if I had the option to play ranked in a mode like 3-on-3 or 4-on-4. All right, I think you guys get the point, though. What else would I like to see? Just a lot of little stuff like they really need to work on the desync. The desync is still pretty bad. Sometimes I just don't know like the functions of the game. It's like, say you have 2 people standing right by each other, and then my goalie kicks the ball out to me and my defender's right by me. I can't find what determines who wins that ball. Like if we're both spamming A or trying to get control of the ball at the same time, I can't tell what it is I have to do to ensure that I get the ball. If you guys know what I'm saying, it's just like, it seems random to me because I've been in that position so much times. It's like sometimes I'll get it, sometimes I won't. I'm not doing anything different to get it than when I'm not getting it. So I don't know, man. It's just little stuff like that. Even with all the kinks that they have to work out, this is one of the most fun games I've played in a while. I honestly don't even play any other sports games besides 2K for years now. So Rematch is refreshing, man. Another thing that I want to see in this game by season 1, and hopefully that they're working on that. I can't imagine that they're not working on it already, because I feel like season 0 is really just like a. Honestly, I feel like the game's in beta mode still. Like this season 0 thing, that's still in beta mode in my opinion. But we need leaderboards. I want to see some type of leaderboard, a ranked leaderboard, a regular one, separate them, whatever y'all got to do. I want like we need to see some type of stats on this game. I don't like when games don't have stats that are so stat heavy. I hope that they're working on that, but I'm noticing a lot of new games, bro. Like just the way that they even display stats now on games is so weird. Like on Rematch, I have to like subtract my wins from my losses or whatever just to figure out how much losses I have or what my record is. Like back in the day, they just told you how much games you lost. I don't know what that is. I don't know if they're trying to protect players' feelings or what. I know that is what it is because every game does it now. Even Call of Duty does it now. Like on Call of Duty, you used to be able to see everybody's kill death ratio in the lobby. They don't show none of that no more. They make it hard for you to even find it yourself. Like now they got eliminations and kills. It's all separate. It's just I don't like where we're going, man. I used to like looking at stats, and now it's like they try to make stats hard to find. They try to make stats like not matter. They matter, bro. If I'm playing ranked, stats matter. I want to see the top players in ranked stats and how I compare to them and how much better they are than me or how much better I am than other people. We want stats, you guys, especially us people who play competitive. Maybe you don't want pub stats. Okay, don't do pub stats, but at least give us a leaderboard for ranked, please. We need some type of statistics where we can see where everybody's at and what everybody's doing. We want to see who's the best. Again, this is just a small thing, but small things like this help your game grow, especially through streaming. Because imagine how much of the top players right now are streamers. So now we're not seeing, let's say somebody's name is TTV Striker. TTV Striker is one of the best strikers in the world, and he's on the leaderboard. Oh, I'm looking at the leaderboard. I want to go watch him play. Let me pull up his Twitch. Now, you guys see, like, it's little stuff like this that causes growth for your game, because if people are watching your game on stream, that also adds to the growth of your game. People want to know who the best players are, and people want to watch those best players. People watching those players, people watching your game in general on Twitch helps your game grow, but people being able to know who to go watch, that helps a lot. But yeah, other than all that, man, Rematch is a great game. Devs, you guys did an amazing job with this game. Thank you for giving us a new sports game just with a new feel. Like, we've never played a sports game really like this where we have to use like the right and the left stick. At least I haven't. Like I said, I played 2K, I played some Madden in my life, I played a little baseball games, but like no sports game that I've played ever before personally has functioned like this. Just being able to control the camera actually with your right stick, being able to control your camera on a sports game, that's kind of unheard of. It's kind of revolutionary, and honestly it's going to inspire a lot of other sports games going forward. So Rematch, that's why we need you guys here. That's why we need that growth, because we need you guys here so people know that you guys are some of the pioneers of this inside of sports games, on foot sports games. Because I know people say Rematch is like Rocket League. I don't play Rocket League, and I don't consider it fully a sports game. I'm talking about this with actual people being able to control your right stick, being able to control your camera inside of a sports game like this is kind of unheard of. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up, y'all. Last thing I want to say is make sure to follow me on Twitch. We've been going up in this Rematch community, y'all. Been getting a lot of followers. Me and all my friends got affiliate off of this game, so we're locked in on this game. We've been on pretty much every night for the past like 5 or 6 days at least. So yeah, make sure you tune in on Twitch. I'm going to leave all of our Twitches right here in the description, and also you can see them right here on the screen. Follow me, J Bash Streams on TTV, and make sure y'all follow the gang too. Appreciate y'all watching. It's the Casual Gamer, and I'm up out of here, y'all.
Another one. Another one. Another one.
I like that, bro.